Okay. $20 of bourbons we pull up at Sunday service. I just want one. I'm wondering why she's so nervous. Good day. Happy Jupiter Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Jupiter Day card search trumpet reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below for you to see. For this week's Jupiter Day card search trumpet reading, we have 3 topics. I'll start with the first one. Also for this week's Jupiter Day card search trumpet reading, I'll be channeling with there is Anpu, who's supporting the closest high skin and the ice skin. If you look up Anpu, you'll see that he's an Egyptian god who has a jackal head. He is known for embalming, mummification. And mummification, he weighs a heart on a scale with a feather. He's a protector of graves. He guides the dead souls through the afterlife or underworld. And as I'm putting myself, who are you and how would you like to describe yourself? The following came up, the number 1 came up. I see that as a new beginning, starting something. I see that as drive, having motivation, autonomy, the self. And he said he keeps things clear for new beginnings. He clears up energy. He does maintenance of clear aura and energy. He feels like the phoenix. He burns to bring everything back to the start, the base, the core, the one. Clarification. He has an impartial, assertive type of energy. He has an it is what it is attitude. And that's theirs. I'm Poopy, and I'll be channeling with him for this week's Jupiter Day card says Trump reading. If you ain't extra sound to this reading, I podcast in advance. Life is life, and I'll handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This very much appreciated and it's helpful. And let's begin this week's Jupiter Day card says Charm Pro reading. Like I said, we had 3 topics. So I'm gonna start with the first one. And then the last one, I'm going to do charms to clarify the card that came out. So let's start with the first one. Nah, I don't like the way it came out. Cool. For this week's Jupiter Day card says Trump reading. The first topic is don't give up. The bottom of the deck, which is the card that bottom of the deck, which is the card that came out, is bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the card that came out is Angel. Top of the deck, user watching this right now, is Familia. And then the actual card that came out is La Llorona. Yeah, don't give up or whatnot. And it's something about crying, because isn't La Llorona the crying lady? Let's read this. La Llorona, embrace all of you. La Llorona, dressed in light blue, and even if it costs my life, Llorona, I won't stop loving you. And even if it costs my life, Llorona, I won't stop loving you. That's a Mexican folk song, supposedly, that it says here. And it says here with the message, in choosing this card, you are being guided to experience all your feelings. It may be challenging to access your deep grief, despair, anger, and rage. For fear your sorrow will swallow you whole. Let me assure you it won't. Alternatively, your feelings might be quivering so close to the surface that they seem to make it difficult to function in the world. As intense as your emotions may feel, they have a beginning, middle, and an end if you let them. All your emotions are worthy and they deserve respect, time, and a place to be expressed. Allow yourself to vent and move the energy through you as responsibly and thoroughly as possible in a way that doesn't injure you or anyone else. Know that the quickest route from hell to heaven is to swim across the lake of your grief. Drop to your knees as you call on celestial support. Find a safe space to let loose. Turn up the music, beat on the drum or pillows. Break something that won't hurt anybody. Howl the fullness and allness of your heartbreak to the moon. You will soon find yourself on the shore of your grief and, with a gust of wind, see the world and yourself from a higher perspective. When you peel yourself away from the tininess of your earthbound headache and hoist your perspective to the heavens, you will remember you are more than a mere earthling or a victim of your circumstances. The more space you allow for yourself to feel, the more fluid becomes the process of emerging from the depth of your grief to a renewed sense of wholeness and well-being. Once you acclimate, you'll realize what a sacred spiritual journey you've been on and how loved and held by the universe you've been. You'll understand that you can forgive the unforgivable, heal the unhealable, and repair the irreparable. And then the meaning here is, since the days of the conquistadors, Hispanic cultures have whispered tales of La Llorona, the weeping woman. There are nearly as many versions of this legend as there have been heartbroken people. It dates back to the Aztecs, beginning with the fertility goddess. I don't know how to say that name. Cihuacotl, also known as the Serpent Woman. One well-known story of La Llorona centers on a beautiful young woman named Maria. She was poor, but known for her beauty and grace. One day, a wealthy nobleman rode through her village and fell in love with her at first sight. The two married, and Maria gave birth to two sons. Her husband began to travel, spending less and less time with his family. One day, he returned to the village with a younger woman and bid his children and Maria farewell. In a blind rage, Maria drowned her children in the river. When she came back to her senses, filled with remorse, she searched for them, but the river had already taken them. She began known She became known as a phantom who spends eternity weeping as she searches for her children, thus earning her name La Llorona, the crier or weeping woman. There is a legend that La Llorona appeared in Tenochtitlan and in 1509 with a vision no one wanted to see. She emerged from Lake Texcoco, weeping for the children who will be slain in the upcoming conquest unless they took heed of her cry. Unfortunately for the Aztecs, they did not, and thus lost the battle. The sorrowful La Llorona is a centerpiece of Dia de los Muertos ceremonies. Her phenomenal wailing, often expressed theatrically, permits people to cry along as they tap into feelings of betrayal, hurt, and loss. In the choir of heart-wrenching emotion, we benefit from her gift of catharsis. The mantra here is I rewrite my history, take my power back, I own my pain, and dedicate the flood of my sorrow to becoming a more compassionate, empowered being. I like that mantra. When it comes to don't give up, yeah, be careful with your emotions and stuff like that. Handle when it comes to your emotions and everything like that. Be careful of letting the emotions loose, like the weeping woman here or whatnot, letting it loose to where it becomes destructive. Be careful of that. Don't, don't I feel like that's what it means when it says don't give up. Um, don't let the emotions become dangerous and destructive. Handle them in a certain way. And some people may think crying or like addressing emotions may be may not be helpful or may be weak, but that's the total opposite. What's really actually weak is you holding in this emotions or letting it go haywire or whatnot at any time. So yeah, don't give up that way. Take control of your emotions, address them appropriately, have compassion, especially self-compassion. And yeah, let's do the second topic. I feel like that's all, honestly. Okay. So yeah, for this week's Jupiter Day card says Trump reading, the second topic is support guidance. And the bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the card that came out, is Esqueleto. Top of the deck, if you're watching this right now, is Quetzalcoatl. The actual card that came out is Cementerio. Support guidance. You can have support and guidance like from the grave, from beyond, and everything like that. Those who have passed on and everything. Something about transformation as well. So yeah. Second topic is for this week's Jupiter Day card says Trump reading. The second topic is support and guidance. Let's read the card that came out. Cementerio. Dig beneath the surface to discover the truth of your eternal soul. This is a quote from Gloria E. Anzaldúa. Though we tremble before uncertain futures, may we meet illness, death, and adversity with strength May we dance in the face of our fears. The message here is, my beloved, it's lovely to have a physical marker for me in the place where my body last kissed the earth. I'm glad you have a tangible place as a springboard from your remembrance of me. However, please know that I'm not there as you remember. I am the air you breathe, the food you eat, the music you dance to, the songs you sing, the blankets that keep you warm, the sunshine that radiates through the clouds on rainy days, and the dewy flowers that burst from the ground. I am a part of everything and I am everywhere, and that includes you with you here and now. The only thing that needs to be laid to rest is your pain, suffering, and the thoughts that pull you into sorrow. You've chosen this card today so that it may raise you to a higher level of seeing and being where you can expand on who you think you are, who you think I am, and how to grow our continued relationship. We are so much more than we so much more than we knew each other to be in our short and sweet human incarnation. And the meaning here in the Mexican tradition, it is believed that the souls leave the afterlife on November 2nd, All Souls Day, to help guide loved ones back to earth from the other side. Families pray, feast, and clean graves. Some families build elaborate altars in cemeteries and panteones, mausoleums. In this way, a graveyard isn't just a place where our loved ones are buried, but a place for the profound celebration of life and love eternal. The mantra here is, I lay my worries to rest and become filled with renewed energy as I celebrate life and my ongoing connection to my departed loved one. So yes, those of you who have loved ones that passed on, who are in a cemetery beyond the grave and all that stuff, you have support and you have guidance or whatnot. Connect with them. That's pretty much it too. I'm going to the third one. I don't want to like draw it out because I think that's just what it is, to be honest. Alma. I think Alma is spirit or soul. But yeah. Let's go to the third one topic. For the second one, support and guidance. Call on to your loved ones who are, who have passed on, who are beyond the grave, and all that stuff. And if you need to, like, go to their grave site or something like that for support and everything. Maybe give them an offering and all that stuff. Give the ancestors things and everything. Is it raining? Because I want to go outside now. Okay. We're going to do a wrap this story. If it's raining and it sounds like that, I want to go outside. Okay. Sorry. One more. Dang. Okay. All right. Okay. There could be stuff about transformation and stuff. Hold on. All right, so for this week's Jupiter Day card is Champering, this third and last topic is Overwhelm. Bottom of the deck, which is send me the card that came out, is Mariposa. Top of the deck, use you're watching this right now, is Camino. The actual card that came out is Cementerio again. And then we'll do the charms one by one. I kind of don't want to read Cementerio again. Okay? So I feel like this is again I feel like there's something about like you have people who are beyond the grave and everything like that. If you feel overwhelmed and all that stuff, you could call on them and everything like that. Know that they're there. There's no reason to be worried about things and all that. If y'all have an altar or an ancestor altar and all that stuff, go to there. We have here Dagaz, Dagaz, and it means dawn, breakthrough, awakening, embarking on an enterprise. Ooh, there's some type of new beginning for people out here. Some of y'all are breaking through, having some type of spiritual awakening, or there's some type of new journey that you're going on. For sure, it's like some type of new journey or some type of path that people are going on. So that, say, hey, what you call it? There's ancestors who are supporting my supporting us good, help me along this journey, all that nice stuff. No one's put it on. Then we have here Cashapp, who is an Egyptian deity or whatnot. When I look her up, if you look her up or whatnot, you'll see that she's a scribe. She's known to be a scribe. She's known for writing, record keeper, knowledge, wisdom, wisdom such as mathematics, astrology, architecture, astronomy, etc., etc. She's related to Thoth in some type of way. Some say the wife, some say daughter, etc., etc. If you see her, she basically has a marijuana leaf on her head. And I asked her, Sasha, who are you and how would you like to describe yourself? And the following came up. The number 5 came up. I see that as change. I see that as children, inner child, childhood. I see that as expression. And yeah, all that stuff. It is raining. I'm about to go out there. Uh, then the zodiac signs, Sagittarius and Gemini came up, and then Sasha also said perseverance and divine timing like magic, expression with moderation, patience over time, allow things to reveal over time, divine timing, strength is in the rest, meditation, and staying centered. Um, so yeah, doing that too. It's important to keep on going, have patience, have moderation, and keep persevering, keep going, and stay centered as well. Stay centered. There's definitely some type of transformation or change happening, and it could be overwhelming. So staying centered, and even if it seems like it gets hard, to continue to keep going, type of thing. Call us a chat if you would like to during these times. Then we have here ISA, ISA, and it means ice, challenge, frustration, psychological blocks. Yeah, so like I said, there could be some type of challenges or stuff going on during this change, this breakthrough, this awakening. Keep going. You are the ultimate, so act as such. Okay? Put your big boy or your big girl pananes on. Call on your ancestors. Ancestor. Did you hear that? Okay. And keep on moving and keep on doing and succeed in whatever you're trying to get at. Okay, lovely ones. Peace out. That's that for this week's Jupiter Crisis Trump reading. The third and last topic. Overwhelm. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree. You can email me, set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if very much appreciated. It's helpful. And peace out. I'm gonna go outside, okay? Because it's raining and yeah, okay, bye. Bye.